In this question, you need to be able to sort each one of the equations into its appropriate category. If you put your mouse over top of each function, you'll be able to see the different types of graphs associated with that function. Also, if you drag your mouse across the types of functions, you'll be able to get a description of each one. So let's get started. Let's first do all the constant functions. Constant functions form horizontal lines, and they have no variables. Therefore, y equals 28 we can see is a constant function. It forms a horizontal line at y equals 28, and there are no variables. The same is true for g of r equals 98.6, and f of x equals negative 18. Linear functions form oblique lines, and they have x raised to the highest power of 1. F of x equals 3.7x plus 6 has x raised to the highest power of 1. Y equals 0.87x minus 18 has x raised to the highest power of 1, and we can see it forms an oblique line. And lastly, c of p equals 1.75 times p is another linear function. Quadratic functions have x raised to the highest power of 2 and form parabolas. Y equals negative 5, x minus 3 all squared minus 12 is a quadratic function. It has x raised to the highest power of 2, and it forms a parabola opening down. F of x equals 2x squared minus 3x plus 7 has x raised to the highest power of 2, and it forms a parabola opening up. And g of x equals 4x squared is a parabola opening up with x raised to the highest power of 2. Cubic functions form S-shaped graphs, and they have x raised to the highest power of 3. Y equals 3 times x to the power of 3 plus 2x squared minus 3 forms that S-shaped graph, and it has x raised to the highest power of 3. F of x equals x plus 4 all cubed minus 2 is also a cubic function with x raised to the highest power of 3 and that S-shaped graph. And lastly, f of x equals negative 0.8 x cubed is a cubic function. Our last type of function is an exponential function. Exponential functions form very steep graphs, and they always have an exponent of x. F of x equals pi to the power of x is an exponential function. Y equals negative 2, x plus 2 all to the power of x plus 8 is again an exponential function. And f of x equals 4x to the power of x is once again an exponential function with x raised to the power of x.